It's finally here, the final project, what Toriyama was been working on all this time after Super, before of course what happened earlier this year. But anyways, Dragon Ball Daima. I don't know if I'm saying it right or not, but honestly I'm thinking this episode or this series, I'm not sure what I'm about to be expecting from this, because honestly I've been avoiding all the trailers, everything, sneak peeks, anything like that. All I knew was that they were gonna go back to their roots, go back to like Dragon Ball style where everyone is back to being young and there's gonna be an adventure. That's really all I know. Honestly, this feels like Toriyama was like thinking, you know what, let's have a do-over of GT. Let's just make a GT that's actually canon and we about to make this right. Because the first thing I'm thinking about is like, yeah, this was made by Toriyama, but like, is this truly canon? Because this seems like these are events that are happening outside of Super. Like Super doesn't exist. Because the way I'm thinking about it is that Beerus and Whis don't exist in this show. Well, at least that's what it seems like right now. And these are just events that happen after the Buu saga. So the first thing that comes to mind is like, is this series canon or is this just for like funsies? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what was going through Toriyama's mind when he was making this. If he just really wanted to like have a show where everyone was kids again, like go back to his origins of when he first started making this show or making this manga, I should say, this story in general. Or is it weird this is like actually canon? This is like, these are like actual storylines that are existing in the timeline of Super and the rest. Because let me think when this show could exist in between the timelines. Because if I think about it, right, between Beerus showing up and the Buu saga, I think some years has passed, right? I believe so. I don't know how many years, but I believe a couple of years has passed. So there probably is a way for Toriyama to actually put in like a storyline in between the Buu saga and the Beerus arc, right? If I remember correctly, at least. Especially since Trunks is 9. I think when Beerus showed up, he was like 11. I think so. So yeah, I think that's what it is. But anyways, I wonder how this story is gonna be played out, because like I said, I have not seen anything in the trailer. So this is honestly more gonna be a prediction video for what's gonna be happening throughout this storyline. We definitely gonna be talking about the Demon Realm, because that's look like that's gonna be the main focus for at least the first arc, if there's gonna be multiple arcs. And I'm starting to realize that like Majin Buu, his existence changed everything. It's really what brought the awareness of like everything outside of their realms, outside of their world, like outside of their universe. Like Majin Buu really changed a lot for them. Because I think if I think about it, right, isn't that the reason why Beerus even showed up in the first place? Like I think Majin Buu like disrupted the balance of the universe and like that's the reason what made like Beerus wake up, other than of course his dream of like the Super Saiyan God, of course. If I remember correctly, I think Majin Buu also played a factor in that as well. And I see now that Toriyama is like playing more into the Supreme Kais and what they got going on, and because of course we only seen them be relevant for like that one Buu arc and that's it. Like no one really care about the Kais anymore. But it's interesting though, because I had to look back into the Buu saga to see some events and see some information that was explained about the Kais, because like it seems like the Kais originated from the Demon Realm as well, which it didn't seem like the case back in the Buu saga, or in the Buu saga it didn't even mention much about the Demon Realm or even at all. We just knew about like Dobora, right, and Babidi and like that's really it. Like we didn't know where they really came from and what was going on, other than just like them trying to revive Buu. Like one thing we learned is the Namekians are actually from the Demon Realm. So but like the thing is how they ended up having like a whole planet in Universe 7 and like Universe 6, like how they ended up outside the realm and having the whole planet like populated full of Namekians. You get what I'm saying? So I wonder if they're gonna explore more on that. But before we continue, right, let's talk about when they first arrive on Earth. I gotta talk about this part here because they did Mr. Popo dirty. Like I can't recognize him. Like he's not the same guy from like Dragon Ball. Like Dragon Ball Mr. Popo would never have said this ever.
Ideo, Shen. 何か文句でも？
ジュースでも飲むか？
Will you like some juice? What? Come on, man. Mr. Popo, what is going on? There's no way they downgraded my boy. Like, Mr. Popo used to be an elite protector of the, what they call Dende, or what they call Kami, like the guardians of Earth. I forgot what they called them, but like, this man, Mr. Popo, used to be an elite protector, primary security guard, and now he's reduced to asking them if they want juice. Like, what? That kind of threw me off guard right there. But not only that, this Namekian just showing up, then they just showing how it's done, how to actually have control of the Dragon Balls. This part was insane, actually. This probably was the most surprising part of this episode. Like, Dende, take notes, my brother. Take goddamn notes. From now on, after him seeing that, he should realize, oh yeah, there's more I could do. Oh yeah, I could control the Dragon Balls like that. Oh yeah, I really gotta get in my bag and start training. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if Kami was able to do that back in the day. I doubt it, because then he probably would have done it. But I mean, this dude lived for like, what, thousands of years? That's probably why he's able to do it. But like, still, this is like Dende's potential right here. Because the fact that this dude was able to do it on his Dragon Balls, it's not even like he's the one who created it. It's like it's Dende's Dragon Balls. He's able to just like have full control over it. It's crazy, man. Dende better be like, yo, train me how you do that. Like, honestly. But back to the Supreme Kais, right? So it looks like a lot of the Kais are in the demon realm, because or wait, I'm mistaken. Not the Supreme Kais. The Supreme Kai is the one that's on Universe 7, but it looks like his siblings are in the demon realm for some reason. Or maybe that's just where they originated. Anyone who has like pointy ears is just part of the demon realm, and the only reason why he's in the Universe 7 is because he's the Supreme Kai. I think that's probably the explanation, but I'm trying to figure out what the plot is about to go like from here on out, because yep, they turn young, but this dude doesn't want to, like, the new king doesn't want to like take over Earth, or that's not his objective or goal, or maybe it will become that afterward. Honestly, I'm more worried about the sister. Like, the scientist looked like she has more under her sleeve that she's trying to do and plot over more than the king himself. And then of course we have the mystery character who's probably gonna appear as we see in the very end of this episode. What's his name? Glorio, something like that. And we also seen him like sneaking around listening to everything that's been happening over at the demon realm. So we'll see what's like gonna be the main plot, the main driving force of this show, at least for the first arc. But these guys have really truly have not seen GT, because I don't know, turning them young probably doesn't matter, because you know what I'm saying, Goku was young in GT and look what he turned out to be. He was able to transform into like Super Saiyan 4, grow his tail back. Actually, that's an interesting question. You think they're gonna be able to grow their tails back like Goku and Vegeta? That's kind of interesting if that was to happen. Like, I'm assuming for this show they're gonna be able to turn Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2 and 3 and all that. I doubt that's gonna be a problem. It's just probably gonna be a weaker versions of them just because they're younger. So I'm curious to know how like Toriyama, like what he was thinking about when it comes to like downgrading their power scaling when it comes to turning Super Saiyan. I'm assuming he's using like the same imagination he had when he was thinking about Goten and Trunks turning Super Saiyan. It's probably gonna be a similar type of power scaling. You know what I just thought of as well? Like the fusion of like Kid Vegeta and Kid Goku. That would be an interesting stuff to see, honestly. But yeah, we'll see how this show goes. Like, I don't really have much other predictions or like theories honestly for this show. I'm just like curious to see what's gonna happen, because Dragon Ball has really been like a core memory of my childhood. Like, honestly, it's probably like the first anime I ever seen in my lifetime was Dragon Ball, and I can't even count the amount of times I watched Dragon Ball. It was like insane amount of times. Like, I remember almost everything like front to back. So let's see what Toriyama was cooking up in this final project. I doubt it's gonna be like terrible. You know, the start start of it all is a little bit questionable, honestly, but look, there's always a method to the madness. You know what I'm saying? And I'll never question Toriyama and his projects and his genius. So like eventually we're gonna see the vision. Eventually. One of my main questions is like how long this series is gonna be. Like how many episodes is this about to be? Like is it just gonna be about like this little like demon realm arc, or is there gonna be more arcs after this as well? Because eventually they're gonna have to go back to being adults, right? Like especially if the whole Beerus and Whis stuff is canon. So right, we'll see. But those are like my initial thoughts, my initial predictions of this show, or what do I expect out of it. I don't know, I can't really say I have much expectations yet. Probably by like the next episode maybe is when I have more of expectations, that like I have a better understanding of the plot and where it's going. That's when I'll start having expectations. But you let me know your thoughts and predictions, your theories, what you think about this show and its potential. Are you already seeing Toriyama's vision, what he's going for? Do you think the plot is canon? Is there even space in between the timeline for this plot, especially if Beerus and Whis don't even exist in this world yet? Also put down in the comment section like how long you've been a Dragon Ball fan for, because for me I'll probably say 15 years. Probably say 15, probably. Let me think. Yeah, probably like 15, maybe 14. I know it's been at least 12 years, but it might be 15. Yeah, you let me know how long you've been a Dragon Ball fan for. So yeah, let's have a discussion in the comment section down below. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.